DozhaToldya.com.
It's your boy Dame Doja, and this is the DozhaToldya Podcast number 138. You did. DozhaToldya Podcast 138. I am none other than Dame Doja, here to share some information with you guys and share my opinion on a few things that happened throughout the week. First things first, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow us on all platforms, DOZHATOLDYA. That's DozhaToldya on Instagram, Facebook. We live on the Twitch app right now. And if you would like to hear the full show and all the blunders and bloopers and all the music, you can listen to us on the Mixlr app at Mixlr.com/DozhaToldya Radio on the Mixlr app. And if you would like to contribute to our podcast and, help us out, you can send us a cash app, send $1, send $5, send whatever y'all, care to give, 50 cents, whatever. Just show your contributions. But if you don't have any contribution in a monetary form, then you can go ahead and just share the podcast, repost, like, share, subscribe. It's just that simple. All right. So once again, it's the DozhaToldya Podcast 138. Let me get another round of applause one more time. Yes. We bite. All right. So last week, the biggest show of the year came on TV. That's the Super Bowl. Super Bowl performance between Philadelphia and the Kansas City Chiefs. And Philadelphia ended up winning. Spoiler alert, in case you all don't know. Philadelphia won, right? So that's that. But the thing about it is we really wasn't there for the game. I don't know about y'all, but we really wasn't trying to stick around for the game. We was there for the halftime performance. And not even to say that we were there, because, I wasn't there at all. But I felt like I was there. The game wasn't good whatsoever. It was a blowout. Philadelphia whooped their ass. And that felt good. Usually I don't like to see blowouts, but when Philadelphia was just whooping their ass, I felt vindicated. Because I'm tired of seeing I'm sure I'm not the only one that's tired of seeing Kansas City win year after year after year. It's just absolutely ridiculous at this point. So yes, we was happy of seeing Kansas City. So yeah, we were happy to see 40-3 on the scoreboard. That's for sure. And then came the Super Bowl halftime performance, starring Kendrick Lamar. And when I tell you that I was also super excited to see this halftime performance, that's to say the least. That's to say the least. But I'm going to go ahead and pull up the halftime performance, and we're going to watch this. I'm gonna check on the stream and make sure the stream is playing well. If y'all are just getting here, relax. We got a lot to talk about, so let's go ahead and do it. Fuck it. Let's go ahead. Hold on. Get full screen going. Hold on.
Gemini twin back powering up. No more handshakes.
League welcomes you to the Apple Music Super Bowl 59 halftime show.
You're listening to DozhaToldya Radio.
Salutations! It's your uncle.
Before we squabble up, man, yes, sir. We are running back this performance and breaking it down. So, how many people got out of the car? If you didn't notice, Kendrick started out this performance performing his unreleased song. We don't have a name for it. We're just going to call it Bodies. And we are wondering if we're going to get this song on the deluxe. We thought we might get the deluxe actually the Friday after the Super Bowl, but we didn't get the deluxe then. But this song is what we waiting on, Kendrick. We waiting on this one. But I want y'all to let me know how many people y'all think y'all seen getting up out of the car. I'm gonna stop it right there. Now we see the car in the background. We see the guys, the dancers of what resemble an American flag. And as they say, the flag has been separated, right? So it's a little bit of symbolism that describes the current status in the country right now. We are all separated, and we need to come together, both in the black community, both as Americans, and hell, some of y'all are separated in y'all own homes. So yeah, triple, double, however entendre you want to make it. The vibe right there. Switch up the mic. You got my man on the flagpole right here, and this is kind of like a breakdown that we really didn't expect. I admit I wasn't really that happy with the playlist that they chose. I know that Kendrick Lamar has a lot of hits, but I'm also not too mad at the strategy that he used to perform the songs that are currently in rotation. And we'll talk about that later, but a very key moment in the whole performance, right? Because insert Uncle Sam once again, and he says using numbers, because there is powers in numbers, black folks, but using our numbers, although it may be a cultural cheat code, it often comes either prior to or post someone dying. So when he says deduct one life, that's a powerful statement. But this was also going on. A lot of y'all might not be too happy by now, like with the performance, with, everything as a whole. But I ain't gonna lie. Well, even watching it back, this is probably like my fourth time watching it back. But by now, I'm very, very happy. And I'm so happy and I'm so excited. I'm finna try to go live on Twitch. But by now, I'm crunk. So we want everybody to enjoy the show, because this is the best part. The best is yet to come. But all the stars, he really, really came through with this one, man. SZA was looking to man. Dubious. Dubious is the first word that comes to mind. Absolutely dubious, Kendrick. Diabolical. What a performance. What an image, right? Nobody thought he was gonna say it. Oh, he might do the song, but they ain't gonna say that part. Oh, they might say this do just the hook. Yeah, they might just play the instrumental. They ain't gonna do that song. But that's what we came here to see. The 5 Grammy-winning Song of the Year. Not Like Us. And diabolical, the dubious Kendrick Lamar hit him with that. Say, Drake. Let's run it back, man. So Casanat says that wasn't a real crowd. There are those that feel like, the whole stadium of people was just jaw dropped and didn't know what to say. And me, Dame Doja, we call cap on that. Because it ain't no way in hell that them folks ain't all say the best part of the song that we all couldn't wait. They even cut the song so you could hear the crowd. It's like the crowd couldn't wait. But I ain't gonna lie, even if they did put in the crowd noise, that's still dubious. I meant to say dubious.
They not like us.
No.
They not like us.
Hey, just like that. Diabolical, man. Then to come back with Serena Williams, man, the Crip Rock on the man's artistical Crip Walk on the man's character grave. You know, it's been a hell of a run. Drake fans say, hey, it's been a hell of a run. We're going to talk about Drake and the album right after this. So if y'all don't want to stick around any further, I know it's like a 30-minute Kendrick Lamar review. I apologize. No, I don't. I don't care. What? I mean, it's a producer's dream. To produce a song, not only go platinum, become a Grammy-nominated, Grammy-winning song, and the artist performs the song, but not only performs the song that he does, that you do for him, he does another song that highlights you as the producer, and then on the Super Bowl Sunday, during the halftime show, that artist brings out the producer.
National Football League.
Yes, sir. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. As I look back at what's going on, and the folks that called it, boring, and I know that y'all still mad that it's not Lil Wayne, man. So when Lil Wayne has his performance, his time, I'm not gonna go out my way to call it boring. If it's boring, if it does what it does, I'ma fuck with it. Just like y'all should fuck with that. But if you don't, I don't expect you to turn around and be a fan after watching the performance and you don't like Kendrick Lamar's song. It really wasn't really for you. It was for us. And guess what? They not like us. Nah, man, I thoroughly enjoyed the performance. I'm up out of my seat. Moving around. I've got a lot of energy right now from that performance, man. And a lot of folks said that, I was the only one that liked that type of stuff. But it seems to be a lot of people that felt the same way. Shout out to Apple Music for a great halftime performance. I also want to shout out Jay-Z, man. Let's give Jay-Z a round of applause, man. Jay-Z is a genius, man. Put that whole thing not he don't necessarily get credit for putting it together, but that was a genius move to have Kendrick Lamar do the Super Bowl, because all of the talk post and pre-game, you can't buy that type of advertising, and if you did, it would be very, very expensive. So, again, man, Jay, you the man. And again, shout out to Kendrick. Shout out Dave Free. Shout out the whole TDE family, because SZA was also on that stage looking great. And TDE, man, just hats off to TDE, man. A round of applause to TDE, man. Salute. Because, they just been consistently giving us not only artists that are great for the culture, but and music that is great. I hope the Facebook feed didn't get too crazy. But anyway, not only have they complimented and contributed to the culture just a great deal, they seem to keep a great balance between rap. You gotta have like a gangster feel, but they also have a conscious type of vibes, and then they also have, Doechii, and then they also have SZA over there going crazy with the pop and R&B vibes, and now they got a new artist who's kind of like a rock and roll R&B type of vibe. I can't remember her name right now. I got to do better. But, yeah, I really, really, really saluting and celebrating Jay-Z, Kendrick Lamar, Jalen Hurts, and the TDE family, man. Speaking of Jalen, also like Jalen Hurts, like I said, I just kind of came out of nowhere with that. But he definitely came through and got that win, didn't he? Jalen Hurts was the MVP, Super Bowl MVP, and deservingly so. He showed out. Did the tush push, got, So those that won by betting on Jalen Hurts to score a touchdown, congratulations to y'all. But yeah, y'all know that Jalen Hurts we already talked about it one time on the show before that Jalen Hurts has a all-woman sports team, and he has a female agent, manager. He loaded. He got some beautiful women over there doing their thing. Jenna Malfers on the management, Chantel on the communications, and Nicole is his agent. Rachel is on his marketing. He got what's her name? Shakima on communication. Yeah. Jalen Hurts, man. Congratulations, man, to all those ladies. There was also the first woman, another Super Bowl fact. I was supposed to really be playing some of these clips, but a lot of them probably don't exist anymore. But another Super Bowl fact is this was the first woman to win a Super Bowl as a coach. Hold on. I'm going to pull it up. There we go. What's her name? Eagles assistant coach Autumn Lockwood was the first black woman to coach in the Super Bowl and to win a Super Bowl. So congratulations and shout out to Autumn Blackwood. Yeah. And I don't know, Facebook might not make it through. We might have to stop the stream for a second. So we're going to keep the party going though. But yeah, Autumn Lockwood, congratulations and shout out to you, making history and all that good stuff. Oh shoot. Yeah, we had to get it right, man. They had to get it right, but Facebook had to go for the time being. Let's look at some clips though. So I'll watch some clips real quick while we get ready for the next topic. Yeah, that was mighty crunk. Matter of fact, I need to go ahead and just keep this thing going, man. We don't talk enough about Kendrick. I know y'all don't want to hear too much about Kendrick. Y'all gonna be hearing a lot more. Because now we got to talk about how all the streams went up. You know, we got to show y'all a whole bunch of images and talk about how all the streams went up. Y'all heard that cat? Yeah, I got a pet cat. But anyway, I thoroughly enjoyed the show. You know, I didn't really feel the need to kind of say much to most of the folks that were saying that they did not like the show. I do understand that it was possible to have a better set list, but I did want to kind of show y'all some of these clips. Serena Williams, when Kendrick Lamar and the team called and was like, "We've been trying to do something forever. What about this? We loved your crip walk at the Olympics after you won the gold medal." I'm like, Super Bowl? Are you serious? Let's do it. Nah. When in the world would I ever be able to dance at a Super Bowl? Never. Let's do it. I knew my winning dance after the Olympics would pay off one day. End of story. And she decided to do her dance at the Super Bowl. Incredible. Well, we also got a little footage of her getting ready. Yep. Serena Williams looking good, too. Looking good. Staying fit, even though she retired. Gotta love it. Let's look out another one. I want to look at her some more since she's looking so good. Hold on. I gotta fix it. Let's do it. Y'all don't mind this. Y'all don't mind the music. 50 Cent damn sure gonna probably hate on me with the music. But yeah, okay. It had to be a hell of a experience though. Shout out to Serena, man. She had her daughter with her at the rehearsals. She came through, got her practice on. Boom, boom, boom. Then when it was time to call her out, I was like, let's do it. Hey.
That's crazy. Turn the video on. Turn the video on. That was the best 10 seconds of my life. 10 seconds! Woo! They kept you on long. They kept me on long because I was doing so good. Yeah. I was focused. I said,
Yeah, man. Dubious. Very, very, very dubious. Drake stands for don't ever rap against Kendrick again. Nah, for real. Ever. Terrible mistake. That's probably the worst mistake in the history of music. Because now you got SZA on stage, you got Serena Williams on stage, and the funny thing about it is they all Drake's ex. And you know they had the X on the stage. Yeah. Okay, I could do this all day. Actually, y'all know I can. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on because now we got to talk about Drake. Unfortunately.
This video is for Samuel Jackson and Samuel Jackson only, and I'm going to do my best to get through it without crying, but I cannot make any promises. But I want to explain why his role as Uncle Sam hit me so hard, why it was my favorite part of the entire performance, and why it's making me emotional. Now, while his entire performance as Uncle Sam was stellar, it was jarring, it was challenging, it was so many things, there is one line that he said that has really hit a lot of us deeply, and I know it hit me deeply. And that was the deduct one life line. Now, for those who don't know, Uncle Samuel Jackson has been about that life. He has been a part of the civil rights movement. He was a part of the Black Panther movement. He has done protests, and he has seen, touched, and felt the hard work our ancestors endured for us to have our freedoms that we have today. If you can say we have freedoms. But the reason why the deduct one lifeline hit me so deeply is because that was the tail end of him saying, oh, you got your buddies with you. Cultural cheat code. Scorekeeper, deduct one life. You know who I thought about? MLK Jr. Us being in community, they don't like that. That is the cultural cheat code. So what do they do whenever we get together in camaraderie and remind ourselves of who we are? They deduct one life. Did y'all know that Samuel Jackson was an usher at Martin Luther King Jr.'s funeral? This is where I get a little emotional because who better to talk about playing the game than an elder Black man whose hands have touched the result of us trying to play and beat the game? Who better to talk about playing the game than a man who has been around and seen it all, done it all, and tried to navigate it all? Who better than to tell you how to play the white man's game?
There we go.
Than a Black man who has survived it. You know, Samuel Jackson, if you ever get to see this, I hope you understand and know just how revered and appreciated you are in the Black community. And as much as it saddens me that even in you being an elder, you still are saying the same things and fighting for the same thing you have spent your entire life fighting for, I hope you know that your role in this halftime show, I don't think I even fully grasp the impact that it has and will have for years to come.
Yeah, let's give a round of applause. Yay. Feel good story. I felt like that was a feel good clip. Again, I think almost every night I'm about to just have to go through these clips with y'all every night because this is just all so great. And I feel like I could watch that Super Bowl performance every night for the rest of the month. It's Black History Month. I can almost watch that shit every night for the rest of the month. Matter of fact, I'm finna make y'all watch it again. They're like, nah, we don't need to watch it again, Doja. Yeah, we finna watch it again. Matter of fact, let's run it back one more time. Hey.
You're listening to DozhaToldya Radio.
Hey. Yeah. Game over. Reincarnated. I need all my babies. Hey. Shout out to the folks that made that, man. I like that shit, man. All right, man. We finally can move on from the Super Bowl. I don't think I have any more clips. I don't think Kanye had jumped in. You know, I don't think I have anything else to say about the Super Bowl that I can remember so far. If it do come up, then we'll bring it back up. But in the meantime, in between time, oh yeah, I did have this breakdown, but I ain't gonna let I'm gonna let that breakdown live for another day. All right. So in the meantime, between time, let's keep this thing moving. It's time to talk about the Drake and the PNB album, which is really just a Drake album. We about 45 minutes in. That ain't that bad. All right, so Drake and PNB, a.k.a. Party Next Door. I'm talking about PNB. PND. I'm saying it wrong. I apologize. All right, so let's pull this thing up. Let's pull this thing up. I don't know if I'm gonna actually rock through the actual album with y'all, but I'm just gonna I'm gonna do my review of the album on another show. But what I will do is we gonna talk about, was it a good decision for Drake to drop this album right now? It's an R&B album. It's called Some Sexy Songs for You. Emphasis on the dollar signs for the S's, because that's key. So they dropped it for Some Sexy Songs for You with dollar signs on the S's. And a lot of people don't know, but there was some controversy dealing with those dollar sign S's. So before the album even came out, the controversy in the title alone had some folks calling another person to the 20 versus 1 Drake battle. And a lot of people be saying, like, it was a 20v1, all these people was battling Drake, yada yada yada. Hold on, let me get right. Where we at? Boom. So I get that, right? But at the same time, sometimes Drake be doing stuff that that he kind of asked for. And like naming the album Some Sexy Songs for You after, for one, the name of the album after an R&B album after the Super Bowl and him calling you what he called you, and the allegations. You're not really gonna beat the allegations that way. I'm just saying, like, you're not gonna beat the allegations that way, Drake. I'm just saying. So that was kind of crazy already, right? Then on top of that, you had a certain rapper that wasn't too happy that the name of the album was dollar sign, dollar sign, dollar sign. Because there's a certain rapper that also has his stuff that kind of looks like this. Now, was like the inside cover, I guess it would be, or the second cover of Drake's album with Party Next Door, which is 74 minutes, Some Sexy Songs for You. We got CN Tower, Mothballs, Something About You, Crying and Chanel, Spider-Man, and Superman. All right, so using dollar signs for S's is not exclusive to Freddie Gibbs, so we can't really we can't be too mad about that. However, Freddie Gibbs wasn't too happy when you use not only the $3 signs, as the name of your album, but hold on, let me pull up some more. But this is what Freddie Gibbs' album and his artwork and kind of aesthetic was like. Boom. So, he using the bunnies. They using the bunnies. So I just wanted y'all, to pay close attention to that point. They both using the bunnies. I don't know why it's not coming through too clear on Facebook, but we'll get right. But So of course, you can see why one may feel that they being kind of slighted with, similarities in the album and the artwork. Then there's another guy who said his artwork was directly copied by them. And this is this guy's artwork. Who he took a picture in front of the towers. I don't know. I can't really call too much validity to these claims, but let me see what we got. Well, I say he had a few things to say, and Freddie Gibbs' album was called Sold Separately. Some sexy songs, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of diabolical on Drake's part. So Freddie Gibbs decided to retaliate. I won't say retaliate, but take advantage of a great opportunity, and he ended up dropping "Nobody Like You." And Facebook, I do not own rights to this. But I don't think nobody owns rights to this.
Check.
We ain't gonna play too much of it.
Yeah. I done seized the day, bitch, it's an easy play for me. Yeah.
But this is what Freddie Gibbs dropped.
Check.
Right before Drake album dropped.
Yeah. I remember I was piss poor looking out my east side window. Yeah. Neighbor broke up in my house, stole a nigga 10 speed and a 10.
They all dropped on the same day. Happy Valentine's Day.
Genesis, I really don't remember though, cause I was just a silly nigga, itty bitty skinny nigga riding with the 5 any size you could die in my city, nigga. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
5 to J, man.
Big Rabbit. 15th.
Make sure y'all like and subscribe, man. We still going. It's the DozhaToldya Podcast. I appreciate y'all listening on the Mixler app.
Yeah. Pussy got a price tag on it, put a ribbon on it, I ain't tripping on it. Yeah, so good.
For those that's
took me off the market, I admit
vibing on Facebook.
Yeah, I was too focused on the money in the cars, I was leatherwood kitted on them. Back with my Chevy head spinners on it. Time ports, next tails, putting minutes on it.
Yeah, so Big Rabbit say, from Big Rabbit to you, nobody like you. And some folks can see why. And I ain't really gonna necessarily say I don't. But then again, I guess I might want to be one of them folks. Back in the days, I really didn't feel like I was an absolute Drake hater. I mean, I like a lot of Drake songs. I like a lot of Drake albums. I'm a fan, of all music. I feel like I could be critical of some music if it don't really sound good. I really don't see nothing wrong with that. And if I call out something and then some folks just be biased just because of certain reasons, or they just give false credits, and I be one of them people that calls it out, I don't see anything wrong with that. But anyway, I digress. And I say, I absolutely hate the Drake album, Some Sexy Songs for You. Especially the time that it drops. I'm going to go ahead and listen to it one more time. I listened to it like a good time, once in the car. Took a little trip. I don't think I'm going to be listening to it again. And it for more than a few reasons. There is some good songs on the tape. I'm not going to say that it's just absolutely positively terrible. But it's just not my cup of tea. And even if y'all do say, the excuse of saying, this is songs for the females and, if you ain't got no women, you can't enjoy the new Drake. Yeah. Whatever. But, nah, dog. I'll tell you the songs I do like. I like number 8, Pimmy's Dilemma. Yeah, I'm rocking with that. I'm rocking with Something About You. When it first started out, it do be vibing. I'm getting tired of when Drake do his hooks and he do like some of this repetitive parts on the hooks. And I'm getting really tired of like their voice because they don't really sing well, but at the same time it's a vibe. So it gets the job done. Brian Steele is hard. Raining in Houston is hard. Lasers is hard. I fuck with Lasers. Nah, if I play it, I can't even do it. That alone probably got me in trouble on Facebook. They ain't finna play around with Drake. But for them to say that this is Drake, a Party Next Door album, when we got how many solo songs of Party Next Door do we have? We got Deeper, which is a good song. Deeper is one of the standouts. You know what? It's not really that bad of an album, I guess. The first half of the album is okay for, R&B sounds, I say. The chick the other day said that she liked Celibacy, number 17. So, she got through the whole album and found out what she liked. I got to check out When He's Gone Again. So, I'm going to get some. A lot of folks been talking about No Kill because it got a like hip beat. It sound like it should be played on the radio because it got, it kind of sound like Squabble Up, if you ask me. No Kill. Not like Squabble Up, but it's the same type of theme. It's 80s sound, but it's Drake. So, that was a good idea, I would say. But it's not really rap music, and this is not a rap album. But the fact that he still dropped a rap song on this album makes it fair to me to still, from a rap perspective, gives me the right to throw a few tomatoes. But I think his fans are gonna love it, and if y'all like it, I love it. I ain't really tripping. I don't think the album gonna last that long. He better come with another one, and he better hope that Kendrick don't step on it. But because I thought he was gonna come with a deluxe or something with like 4 new songs. I thought Kendrick was gonna drop something like with Rihanna, have like 4 new songs, like a song with Future that just came out the vault. I'm all for certain artists releasing some of their unreleased music and getting the deluxe for artists like Travis Scott and getting the deluxe from Kendrick, and there's a few. I got a few favorites. Somebody asked me my favorites, my new favorites the other day, and it was a hard conversation. And I ain't gonna drag out the whole conversation, but I did leave Kodak out of that conversation. I think I said what it was. The big 3 to me is Kendrick, Future, and Travis, in no particular order, but at the same time, Kendrick just proved what he do, and we all know what Travis do is in his lane, and Future is Future and Future. Then you have Kodak Black and who else I said? J. Cole, maybe? I'm not sure. But I think I didn't put Kodak in that conversation at first. And thinking back, I know that I have to put Kodak in that conversation. Also, Thug is something to reckon with as well. But I also don't really listen to them for rhymes. They more like for vibes. So it gets interesting when folks talk about, what's the top 5 artists out right now. It's an interesting conversation. Kodak was in the streets, and Kanye said he was gonna go out there and save Kodak.
Free advertisement. You over there? Free advertisement. You over there recording the wrong
Y'all didn't see that?
Take a seat next to him. Take a seat next to him. Enjoy that food. Enjoy that. Take a seat next to him, brother. Hold on, please, bro. I want to be part of that shit, bro. Bro, I want to join that, bro. Yeah, for the people. Boy, you want something, though?
Tell them folks what's going on. Tell them right now what the hell going on.
I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. Come on, let's go.
So, as it would seem, Kodak Black probably was shooting a skit, and from some folks, it looked like Kodak was out there looking like, a J. I said because I didn't really want to say the word, and I'm gonna stop saying and start saying the word because I say that a lot, and we might even need to put together a pot every time I say words that I don't need to say anymore, so I could wean myself off of them. But that's on a whole nother area of the show. Let's stay focused and let's talk about what Kanye had to say about Kodak Black being in the streets looking like a J.
Free advertisement. You over there recording the wrong thing.
I'm going through something right now, and I got bags under my eyes and shit. But I just saw a video of Kodak, and I wouldn't want nobody to do an intervention on me. That's why I want to put this video up, because y'all might think, oh man, Ye really going through right now. Somebody need to go get him, or yo, go take his Twitter and stuff like that. But I'm just telling you calmly that I am in a good space. I'm really in a positive space. It's cathartic. I got my ideas out. That's all that happened. And that was very freeing for me, and it was worth everything. It was worth everything to do that. So let's start there. Now, I've seen this video of my brother Kodak, and I feel a call, and he's actually wearing this Donda chain. And it's not just because he's wearing a chain, but it's like, how he's sitting here wearing this chain unless something's saying to go and get my brother. And I thought about it before. I was like, man, I should go down to Miami. Maybe I could be the person that could make a difference. And that's what I'm about to do right now.
So, your boy Kanye say he was going to go down there and save Kodak. But Kodak say, man, he don't need no saving. Actually, I think it's a part of Kodak's aesthetic. And, that's just kind of how he looked. Admittingly, I think that's just kind of how he looked. When you think about it, the dog skin. Hold on, let me pull up Kodak again.
Take a seat next to him. Take a seat next to him. Enjoy that food. Enjoy that. Take a seat next to him, brother.
Take a seat next to him, brother.
Hold on, please, bro. I want to be part of that.
Yeah, he was out. He was out there doing a promo. He probably was doing something like promo a plate after he got it, and it was like, "Hey, can we get a drop?" And this is just.
Bro, I want to join that, bro.
And they out there having just a couple of guys having a good time, I guess. That's how we'll call it. But Kanye said, "Hey man, y'all need to get out here and save Kodak." Kodak don't need to be saved though, man. Kodak out here doing 20v1s, man. Kodak out here having a good time doing 20v1s. He got like 3 20v1s and dropped within the same. Like, I don't know how the hell they be doing this shit, but they all got a 20v1 of Kodak around Valentine's Day, all at the same time, and I'm like, damn, like, how was that even a thing? How was that even a thing? Let me go ahead and get off this internet real quick, man. Go ahead and get off this internet, but I don't know how that was even a thing. Kodak having so many 20v1. Y'all don't believe me? Look, let me show you. Let me show y'all. Show y'all real quick. Boom. He got like Ryan with the Sauce got one with him. Danny K shot one 3 days ago. Ryan with the Sauce dropped his 4 days ago. Then Danny K dropped his, right behind him. And man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. It is hilarious, man. It's hilarious. It's somebody else. I think I just seen another one. It's hilarious. I that's all I gotta say. I watched one and I think that Kodak is very, very much in control, but he is, living his life. So shout out to him. And I guess we'll just move right along. Speaking of Kanye though, Kanye said he was gonna get on the plane to save Kodak, but who is going to save you, sir? Because they're tired of your shit. Kanye has been on the internet for the last 2 weeks saying all kinds of shit. I mean, I'm sure y'all might have already heard these stories. I'm a little late to the party with this. But just to keep it brief and to also avoid from having to discuss Kanye's tweets, let's just say Yeezy has been testing the limits of what he can say and what he can get away with on Twitter. And it seems that Elon Musk also paid him to come on Twitter and tweet. So that's also empowering him to act an ass on the platform. And on top of that, again, Kanye, formerly known as Kanye, who is now referred to as Ye, notice that he has a certain type of check. Like let's look at his page right now. We ain't gonna spend that much time, but he got a yellow check. And I don't know what the yellow check is. Let's see if we can find out what the yellow check is. See if we can find out. Yellow check. Or is it a gold ticket? Okay. Here we go. It's a gold. The gold check mark indicates that the account is an official organization account through verified organizations. Okay. So Ye's account got that gold verification. And is he still going? February 15th. No black people quit. It was his last thing. Now, we're not really kind of going to go through all of these tweets, but he's been doing things like defending Puff Daddy. I guess they might have took down the rest of his tweets because that's the last thing that he posted, and I guess that'll be the next thing that we talk about before we get up out of here. Yeah, so he's been doing things like antagonizing the Jewish community. He put up a T-shirt of swastikas. And and it sold. People bought it. So, he did a lot of things to see if he can actually get canceled, which he doesn't feel he can get canceled because he is a self-made billionaire, apparently, because he lost $1 billion, and then he apparently, or allegedly, or self-professedly got the $1 billion back. I'm reading here, so I'm trying to read and talk at the same time, and actually have some type of control. But I think they have canceled them again because they said Shopify ain't rocking with them no more. The Jewish community said they've had enough. And here's a statement. Oh yeah. Y'all see what statement. New York AGC statement of Ye's latest anti-Semitic comments. Let me see if I can read this here. Oh, hey. Kanye West continues to purposefully use his platform to spew anti-Jewish hatred, while some may dismiss his hateful rants. We cannot overlook the dangerous influence that can have on millions of followers, particularly the social media where a significant portion of today's anti-Semitism thrives. Hate, left unchecked, only multiplies. All of that time when anti-Semitism is skyrocketing to terrifying, all at a time, while anti-Semitism is skyrocketing to terrifying levels worldwide. Ye is actively endangering Jews, and we urge others. So Jews is not a bad word when you say Jews. I feel better that they said Jews. So endangering Jews, we urge others with platform like Ye's, particularly in entertainment industry, to call out this blatant hatred. According to AJC's soon-to-be-released State of Anti-Semitism in America in 2024 report, roughly 7 in 10 Jewish adults report experience anti-Semitism online or on social media, including those who say that they have personally been targeted and those who say they have seen or heard anti-Semitic incidents. Likewise, 70% of U.S. adults who witnessed anti-Semitism in the last 12 months saw it online or on social media. AJC is a global advocacy organization for the Jewish people with headquarters in New York, 25 offices across the United States, 14 overseas posts, as well as partnerships with 38 Jewish community organizations worldwide. AJC's mission is to enhance the well-being of the Jewish people in Israel and to advance human rights and democratic values in the United States and around the world. For more, please visit www.ajc.org. It was hard to read because I got my screen and blocked. Anyway, and on top of that, I know I've drawn this out, but they really tired of Kanye shit, and they gonna figure a way to get him up out of here. On top of all that, they put out this as a commercial after Kanye had a Super Bowl commercial. Kanye went out and paid a whole bunch of money to have a Super Bowl commercial on their ass. Let's get into that real quick. Matter of fact, before I set up this final, Kanye is get the hell out of here. So Kanye used a Super Bowl commercial to antagonize the Jewish community.
I spent like all the money for the commercial on these new teeth. So once again, I had to shoot it on the iPhone. Go to DozhaToldya.com.
And it's kind of up, man. You know, I feel even I shouldn't even really be talking too much about this because it's kind of up for a artist that I really really enjoyed in my life, and I can't say that I won't listen to all of his music, but I say that I'm gonna try to ignore the antics going ahead, and I'm not gonna even show what he had on his website, like after he told people to go to his website after Super Bowl, because he had a T-shirt that he was selling on his website, and that T-shirt has now gotten his whole website and whole, I think, ability to sell on Shopify canceled completely. And they really just tired of that shit. Bottom line, they just tired of Kanye shit. And they said, fuck you, Kanye. On behalf of Jerry Seinfeld, Steven Spielberg, Mark Zuckerberg, another Berg or something, the guy from Friends, the lady from Friends, Drake. Yeah, did we say Drake? And I think that's Black Widow. Black Widow says she's gonna kick your ass, Kanye. Drake says he no longer fucks with you. He says fuck you on the behalf of all of his Jewish brothers. I ain't even gonna play with them. I ain't playing with none of these folks. I love Jerry Seinfeld and Steven Spielberg. I don't know about Zuckerberg, but I like Iceberg Slim books. I used to read them back in college. Also, these guys are kind of cool. Like Jack Black, yeah, he's cool. Jack Black's definitely cool. I don't even know who these guys are, but they look serious and rich. Okay, yeah, that guy, yeah, he says fuck you too, Kanye. Lenny Kravitz. Lenny Kravitz says fuck you, and that guy, Brokeback Mountain, says I'd fuck you, Kanye. Yeah, and again, king of all the. Wait, I thought I already seen Steven Spielberg. Is that Steven Spielberg again, or is it two Steven Spielbergs? I don't know, but anyway, you know, comedians, important people, they all say fuck you, Kanye. Adam Sandler either. On behalf of the Jewish community, enough is enough. End anti-Semitism, join the fight against anti-Semitism, and say fuck you, Kanye. So yes. Hey man, the Bergs say, man, they tired of your shit, yay, and you're out of here, buddy. You're fucking out of here. Hey, and I don't want no beef. I don't want no problems. That's why I ain't even finna talk about Kanye no more after this. I just had to get this out the way so I'll let all my folks know why I ain't talking about Kanye. And I hopefully the music won't be, you know, super awesome, because I can resist ever dealing with talking about Kanye again. Anyway, let's go ahead and get on with the show. But yeah, man, they said, fuck you, Kanye. Get the fuck out of here. You're canceled. Again. So you could be uncanceled. Again. Speaking of being sued and unsued, and Jay-Z. Let's talk about this Jay-Z situation. Matter of fact, we're going to have to go back we're gonna have to start streaming again. Talk about this Jay-Z situation. Yes, sir. Let's do it. Yeah, man. Yeah, he spent $7 million on a Super Bowl commercial just for Jewish folks to then go to his page and see a damn swastika. That's crazy. Why would he do that? Boy, be trying them folks, boy. And I ain't gonna lie, you know, just like the other guy, or you know, the guy who, yeah, sometimes he say some things that, you know, they're shocking, and sometimes, you know, we be wanting somebody to say the things. Oh damn, I'm on the wrong page. We be wanting somebody to say those things. So sometimes some of us be happy about them saying those things. I ain't gonna say I'm happy about it. I'm actually saddened that Kanye wastes his platform and his talent on saying such dumb things. But he was saying free puff, and that is kind of egregious at the moment. But we are waiting for that to happen. But in the meantime, we can't talk about how many thought that he was going to get a bad rap or get exposed for being you know, involved in, I would say, diddler type of activities. But anyway, long story short, it's official. The lawsuit involving the plaintiff Jane Doe against Sean Carter that was introduced by the snake Tony Busby and the Busby Law Firm and y'all gonna get sued like a motherfucker, boy. Jay on y'all ass. Pause. Yeah, that shit's done, son. Dunzo, son. Dunzo. And I went back live again so we could talk about this real quick, because, you know, a lot of folks need to be as loud as they was. As a matter of fact, ice on me real quick. A lot of folks need to be as loud as they was when the accusations came out as when the accusations was proven to be false, right? Be as loud as you are when you're wrong, when you think that you are right, because you are very loud sometimes when you think that you are right. And this is to whoever it may concern. Be as loud as you were. Keep that same energy, playboy or girl, play girl. But yeah, man, I ain't see that many people post and say, you know, that the accusations was false. I ain't see that many people say it. I know it just happened like the other day or whatever, but we know it. We've been waiting, and we still waiting on whole nother thing too. But I'm not even gonna get into that. I'm not gonna defend that. But congratulations. You know, the people had the nerve to be like, why Jay-Z is out at the Lion King premiere when he got these allegations and charges. I'm like, because they false, that's why. I'm still living my life. But anyway, this is the statement made from the Rock Nation or Sean Carter team. Today is a victory. The frivolous. This is gonna be great. So we gotta focus with this one. This one's gonna be awesome. Let's get into it. Today is a victory. The frivolous, the frivolous, fictitious, and appalling allegations have been dismissed. This civil suit was without merit and never going anywhere. The fictional tale that they created was laughable, if not for the seriousness of the claims. I would not wish this experience on anyone. The trauma that my wife, my children, loved ones, and I have endured can never be dismissed. This 1-800 lawyer gets to file a suit hiding behind Jane Doe, and when they quickly realize that the money grab is going to fail, they get to walk away with no repercussions. The system has failed. The court must protect victims, of course, while with the same ethical responsibility, the courts must protect the innocent from being accused without a shred of evidence. May the truth prevail for all victims and those falsely accused equally. And I just want to say, mother freaking bravo. Yes. Mother, yes. That boy got platinum plaques. That's Sean Carter there. You know, Songwriters Hall of Fame. You know he was going to smash that. Anyway, pause that too. Anyway. It's over with, man. But I love that statement, man. The last statement was magnifique, man. Chef kiss to the last statement. May the truth prevail for all victims and those falsely accused equally. The truth shall set you free. Y'all don't know I have to move a little bit like this because I can't see my screen right now, so I have to kind of move to kind of see it because it's on the ground. Anyway, that's extra talk that I need to avoid from saying, but I just want to give y'all an explanation of why I'm over here moving crazy. Anyway, man, I really, really, really appreciate y'all for vibing with me, man, and hanging out with me, man, on this Sunday evening. I actually did the show on a special day, but y'all could just be expecting me to go live at any time and whenever. And then sometimes I'm just going to be on Mixler and sometimes I'm just going to put it on Facebook, or sometimes I'm just going to put it on YouTube, or sometimes I'm either going to put it back on the website, DozhaToldya.com. You never know, man. That's why I need all y'all
DozhaToldya.com.
to make sure you like and subscribe the channel. All platforms, DozhaToldya, DozhaToldya.radio. That's the radio part if you on Mixler app. I don't know why I said all that. But anyway, yeah, I think that about do it. Especially for the Mixler portion of the show. I appreciate everybody who sat through all of the blunders and the bloopers and me playing an extra song of Kendrick that you might not have wanted to hear from his album. But I really went back into Kendrick's discography, and it's really remarkable. And I also want to just shout out the fact that he is now being the first artist ever to have 3 albums in the top 10 of Billboard. So congratulations to Kendrick. And as we sign off on the Mixler app, we'll see y'all next time on the Mixler app, man. Make sure y'all log in and make sure y'all like and subscribe. And check us out next time. You dig? We're going to keep on going on YouTube. Why not? Let's keep the party going for a little longer on YouTube. I think so. Because there's still a few more things to talk about. We talked about music. We talked about Jay-Z. We talked about Ye being canceled. What else are we missing? We ain't talking about none of the politics. Also, a lot more music news to talk about. And it's All-Star Weekend. I'm actually save the All-Star Weekend for another day. But I'm going to go ahead and talk about some politics real quick to end the show. And then we can watch a couple of clips. All right? That sounds about right? Let's do it. And then I'm going to come back.
Сьогодні в Україні новий очільник військового комітету НАТО. Його
What the
перша
hell is this
поїздка
man
саме
talking
в
about?
нашу державу. І саме для того, щоб підтримати українців. Ми це цінуємо. Ми обговорили сьогодні підготовку до...
I don't know what the hell this man is saying, because I don't understand a bit of Ukrainian. But it says Zelensky says Russia is preparing to attack the West, not Ukraine. He says that Russia is preparing to attack the West, not Ukraine. Intelligence shows Russia is increasing his military size by over 100K. Putin wants a larger war expanded outside of Ukraine, and this was maybe some propaganda to get some more money. You know, I'm not really too sure, but and I wasn't able to follow along, but I did read the caption before I showed this to y'all. But basically, my boy think he gonna get some more money out of Trump, and I don't know if Trump gonna be the one to help you, buddy. I don't know if Trump gonna be the one to help you, and we have to be well aware of what's going on. We have to be well aware of what's going on out here. All right, so I guess that's one clip. We might as well get out these clips on out the way.
You can't be.
I guess this was a Super Bowl commercial or something. I'm with it. Let's check it out.
Be demanding. You can't be relentless. You can't
Kay.
put yourself first.
Caitlin Clark, Aja Wilson.
Put
Okay,
yourself
baby.
First. You can't be
Shakari.
confident. So be confident. You can't challenge.
Okay,
So
Jordan.
You
I
can't
love Jordan.
dominate.
Hold on, man. I gotta run that back.
You can't.
Ooh.
So challenge.
Jordan
So
be having that
be
look in her
confident.
eye. She just sexy. Okay, baby. I fuss with
You
her.
can't challenge.
Wow.
So challenge. You can't dominate.
Okay, Sabrina. Sabrina be having that look in her eye too. I don't fuss with it, but she be having that look in her eye. So,
So dominate.
okay, Juju. Man, Juju went crazy, man. Had 38 points
Challenge.
to
You
beat
can't
UCLA
dominate.
the other day.
So
Shout out to Juju Watkins, man. We're going to talk about that too in another show, but I just want to actually get that in.
dominate. You can't flex. So flex.
Yes,
Fill
sir.
a stadium. So fill that stadium.
All right.
You can't be emotional. So be emotional.
I love
You
women.
can't take credit. You can't speak up. You can't be so ambitious. You can't break records. You can't have any fun. You can't make demands. You can't keep score. You can't stand out. Whatever you do, you can't win.
So start winning. Just do it. Shout out to Nike, man.
So win.
Hey, you can't win, so win. And once again, there's Jordan. Looking very, very good. Looking very, very nice. I love it. I love it, man. Round of applause for Nike with that one, man. Representation through the roof. Representation through the roof, man. Yes, sir. That's fire, because it kind of looked like a Jordan's rendition of a Nike check. That is super fire. Like, if you turn the screen, turn your phones over a little bit. Yeah. You see it? I'm just looking at, the way Jordan be having that look in her eye. Y'all know. I think I might have a little crush on Jordan, man. Jordan, Speaking of Jordan, we never really talked about Marcus Jordan going to jail and that. And I might have to get on Elite Critiques for that one. I ain't covered that one at all. All right, what else I got for y'all? We're going through a couple of clips before we talk about this politics. Y'all remember these boys?
He's saying that. You had hoes since 2020. Where your hoes at? I got hoes. Where your hoes at? Nigga, you hit 3s and 4s. Nigga, I hit straight 10s. No, you don't. You pay for them hoes on shelf. What's up, my bike? What you backing up for? He backing up. Nigga pussy, man. I'm a real nigga. I'm a real fucking pimp. You are? I'm a real fucking pimp. You don't get no head, though? You don't be getting head from them girls? Nigga, yes, I do. No, you don't. Them girls don't be sucking your thing. They don't suck your thing. How many times you got head this year? Once. How many times you got head? Almost once. See, exactly. And you scared to eat coochie? Who? I ain't scared of nothing. Man, how the fuck? Man, he go by this broad house and motherfucking, talking about he, what's that motherfucking, Velveeta, he talking about he didn't want to eat it because she was on her cycle. Why ain't you just eat it bloody?
Why ain't you eat it bloody? Like a steak. Yum, 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 yum. Eat it bloody like a steak, my boy said. That is disgusting. But I love it. Round of applause for those gentlemen for keeping their friendship going, man. It was a classic clip. One of my favorite clips of all time. Why you ain't just eat it cold? Definitely love it, man. I wish Boondocks was still around so they could have covered it. But yeah, that definitely was one of the best clips. And them boys grew up over the years. One of the best clips on the internet over time. And the boys stayed friends, man. Became best friends. Because it was a little, you know, and you do have you do have fights with your best friends, man. And you learn how to overcome those disagreements, and it builds a different type of character if you really have love for that person. Especially if you're young. So you got to understand that your kids is going to fight. But some of these kids and some of these grown-ups be big-ass kids, and they be fighting. And that should be pissing me off. And I don't even want to talk about it. Because I'm about to get pissed off. And actually, man, I think I'm going to talk about the politics on another installment of the show. Probably tomorrow. Cause we're gonna just let them rock out. We're gonna let them rock out, man. But we will play this clip, the sign on off. But I'm not really gonna get into anything on the politics. I just got this to say, and then tomorrow we'll have Trump talk.
Did you vote for Donald Trump?
I did. You know, we have a dog shit healthcare system, right? Now, let's say that you don't have healthcare, you get kicked off of medical benefits or whatever, and you have an unexpected medical cost, and they can pull from that tax pool and use that to help you.
Do you believe the Republicans support any of what you just said?
I don't care if they do or don't. I'm an
individual. You voted for them.
Because I feel like they're better than the liberals. What other choice do we have?
The people who actually support the things that you just said?
They don't.
I know you might be young, but I think you might need to understand about how things work. Because the only people that actually support real stuff for healthcare and a real government healthcare option where your tax dollars goes for a healthcare plan that you can absolutely use for yourself are Democrats. That's the only people that support. I hate to break it to you. Every single time for the last 50 years in America, where any time an iteration of this is done, the Republicans go sit there and they block every single measure. We tried to do that back when Obama was president. We were one vote short because the Republicans filibustered everything. We tried to do this under Bill Clinton. The Republicans blocked it again. So if you bring up healthcare, having a government-ran healthcare option like you just described, with our American taxpayer dollars specifically going for healthcare, there is not one Republican on earth who supports that idea. Not one. Not one. And the only party in the United States of America that supports that are Democrats. So you voted for people who are literally against the very thing that you just said that you want to see, because you've been brainwashed. You've been led to believe something That's just not right. You've been told to hate people who actually are standing for the things that you care about. You've been told to hate the people that are literally trying to go bring a ladder into a burning building, and you voted for the arsonists. That's what you did.
You're listening to DozhaToldya Radio.
And that is my time. Man, I keep dropping my phone, man. I already broke it last week. I don't need to do that again. I need to speak against that, man. Y'all pray for me, man. I'm very, 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 very tired, but we fighting through, powering through to give y'all yet another show. I don't know if I'm going to always name them and number them, but we will be going live a lot more often on the YouTube channel. So I would appreciate if y'all would subscribe and tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. If you've ever made it this far in the show, we probably going to add some Easter eggs to the show and start adding some giveaways. And I got to start getting my threads up. Got to get our merchandise together. So thank y'all for y'all support, man, as we continue to build and we continue to give y'all information, informative and opinionated topics, and just that you can go and talk about it amongst your friends and family or yourself, hell, throughout the week. So, just representing for with y'all, holding it down. But in the meantime, in between time, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all know how to find me on all platforms, DOZHATOLDYA. That's DozhaToldya on IG, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Also, DozhaToldya Radio on the Mixler app, where you can find the music portion of the show. Look out for the DozhaToldya Podcast playlist on Tidal. If you're ever on Tidal, you could just type in DozhaToldya, and you could listen to one of our playlists. And we have a playlist for every show that we do. So definitely make it a very vast and versatile experience for everyone and a lot of different platforms. So shout out to that, and shout out to you for listening. So we'll see y'all next time, man. That is the DozhaToldya Podcast 138. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar, Drake, Party Net Store, Samuel L. Jackson, Jalen Hurts, Jerry Seinfeld. We're going to come back and talk about Elon Musk. That's the one part that we actually missed out on, but we're going to come back and talk more on the politics at another time. But y'all already know all about what's going on with those people. So shout out to them for the next time. It's your boy, Dame Dozha, and we'll see you next time.
You're listening to DozhaToldya Radio.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Dame Dozha. If you're looking to get your interview done or be a guest host on our podcast, hit us up at DozhaToldya@gmail.com. Bump what you heard. Remember who told you? It's DozhaToldya.